Today I'm watching the 1988 film Sleepaway Camp II. You can check out the reaction to that first film on my channel as well. This is obviously the sequel. I'm very curious to see where this is going to go, considering how we ended the first one and the fact that it's been 5 years later. The first one came out in 83, now it's 88, and that is a bit of a long time for a sequel. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what cast members are going to be back, what storyline they're going to go. We obviously had the summer camp plot in the first one, so yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm assuming will be back at the summer camp, but I don't know in what capacity. And especially given the ending of the first one, I don't really know what else to predict considering everything that happened in the first one. I'm guessing this will also follow that same, summer camp slasher mentality. So yeah, I'm curious to see where we're going to go now that we're back again for a sequel. So thank you so much for sharing this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Go inside and look for help. She opened the creaking door and crept slowly.
I hope we get more crop tops in this one. His mullet is out of control. It's so good.
Hatcheted to death. And a girl got stabbed while taking a shower. One of the cooks got boiled in some water.
Sounds like Sleepaway Camp.
About 30 people were killed, and the camp had to be closed down. The end. Ready?
Yeah, it's interesting that they're telling the story of, the plot to Sleepaway Camp.
That still doesn't mean that he can't be in Hollywood.
Let's get him.
Stop!
Yeah, I'm curious how much of the backstory will be true. Oh, the wedgies.
What you did was sneak away from the cabin to be with the boys.
Angela, TC was there, and he's the head counselor.
Slut.
Angela?
Awful stories, scaring those kids half to death.
Common name or our Angela?
I don't believe this. Screw you, Angela. If you want to send me home, fine. See if I care.
Seems a bit of a harsh rule, but, okay. Yeah, is this our Angela?
Angela, come on. I'm sorry.
It's always when they're alone in the woods. Just cue Jason. Oh! Oh!
That's what you get for not obeying your counselor.
Yeah, I feel like it's our Angela.
For telling evil stories and having such a filthy mouth.
Grim! We're getting right into the grim. Chopping off the tongue. Oh, I just remembered the hair curler scene. Ah. Oh my god, it's so fake. So fake, but I don't care. Bad campers indeed. Bye! Is this an original song? Very 80s. They're not very subtle with these lyrics. Okay.
Oh! Wake up, everybody! Breakfast in half an hour!
She's like, and if you don't follow the rules, I'll get you. I'll chop off your tongue. We're like 2 minutes in and there's already been a body count. Oh my.
The tip patrol, that's who.
With a camera. Oh my god, these creeps.
That, Uncle John, there's lots of good kids. We just have to weed out the bad.
Is this her actual uncle? What? What?
Maybe you'll quit looking at mine.
You're not supposed to give food away. I'm telling Allie.
Good morning, Cam.
It wouldn't be camp without the bully, of course.
On. The Obia looks as gross as the shit sisters.
The shit sister?
This was being instead of Twisted Sisters. Oh my god.
Shit. Get it?
The 80s hair is 10 out of 10 in this.
Dyke. I'm totally serious.
Good morning!
I feel like Allie's gonna be next on the list.
Lovely day with a lovely song from our lovely Angela Johnson.
Of course she's gonna play favorite, yeah.
Of course she does.
What song will she grace us with?
For being counselor of the week.
She kicks out.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say.
Enjoy this tiny moment of fame.
But it wasn't anything like this. Camp Rolling Hills is the best!
I definitely feel like, yeah, she's trying to relive. Obviously, her first time did not go well.
We'll do my favorite, the Happy Camper song.
Oh, this should be fun. Oh my god, the over-enthusiastic clap.
I love the summer sun. I love the trees and forests. I'm always having fun.
It feels like it's a song for like 8-year-olds, not high schoolers. I have no idea how old these guys are supposed to be. I'm guessing teenagers.
And with the grace of God, I'll camp until I die.
This is grim. So grim. Those are some short shorts, my guy.
Maybe we should just get together sometime and talk. I mean, it's your first year here. You probably have a lot of... You want a piece?
Is he like asking her out? Like, first he says she's really pale and...
Call you.
Where are you gonna call me? I don't have a phone.
I was gonna say, you're already at camp. How are you gonna call each other? Oh my god. Come lay on this already drenched towel with me. We'll have the best of times.
Hey, how about you? Your parents still married?
Yeah, 26 years.
Also, these two are supposed to be teenagers? Like, come on.
Sometimes. And your cop's kid's supposed to be pretty wild. Is that true?
Sometimes.
Oh my god, the flirting. Just stop. It's too much. It's too much already.
Semester except for one. And I played the saxophone too.
He's really working downhill, you know, he's just not very subtle, is he? Oh my.
Throw me in that water. I'll kill you.
Oh, yeah?
We knew that was gonna happen, obviously.
It's at 2 o'clock.
All right.
So you want to go get us something to drink?
She's trying real hard, but yeah, he's not taking the bait. She's like, I hear joy and laughter, and I hate joy and laughter. I need to be around enforcing the rules. These two are just getting loaded. Oh my god.
If you pay me money on my titties, you can suck.
Angela's like, how dare you make fun of my favorite song? I was camp counselor of the week.
Have you seen the show, Sisters?
No, they weren't at breakfast. Come to think of it, neither was Ralph.
I think Angela's up to her old ways again. She's such a creep. She's just like lurking and watching them. Oh my god. This one's passed out. She barbecuing them? Oh my god, what is... She covered them full of joints and is now pouring alcohol on them. She is twisted. Oh my god, is that supposed to be her sister? Oh my god. Grim. This is so grim.
You know, it's one thing to screw up your own life.
She's covering them in gasoline. Oh my god. She's so casual, but she's like, well, don't make me burn you alive. This is your own fault. Oh my god.
Say no to drugs.
It's so cheesy. Oh my god. The body count. We're adding up real fast. With her smiling as the flames and the screaming. She's sick. She's so sick.
I hate this place. I want to go home.
The red paint spilled, of course, looked like a blood splatter.
No, listen to me. I told you I want to go home. Let me go home.
You don't think it's gonna be obvious when people from her bunk start disappearing, you know, rapidly?
Well, you can't please everybody. 2 down, 38 to go.
It's an ominous account.
What about a can of beer?
Oh, no thanks. I don't drink.
Hmm?
A walkie, though? Come on.
I definitely feel like they recast Angela, obviously with the time jump as well, with it being 5 years later. They probably would have had to.
Heard by now, I had to send the Schultz sisters home.
But the bunk, like the camp, looks the exact same. Like it looks like a very similar layout we had in the first one.
It's probably Angela's spying on us. See, I told you.
I feel like her being so close to that window is gonna end very badly. Like just swooped right out of there. Oh my god, slumber party! You better hope Angela doesn't find you or you're all toast.
I'm gonna hear about this. You're all in big trouble.
The underwear on his head as he's running away.
I don't like being the wicked witch of the West.
Yes, you do. Who are you kidding?
It's mine.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Yeah, she's screaming a lot. It's definitely giving Wicked Witch vibes.
Oh, yeah. Tonight, she's really angry. Who gives a shit? Besides, if we do it at 2 or 3 in the morning, she's not gonna...
I think if we have any final girl, it's gonna be Molly. She's the only one who's showing any kind of sympathy for Angela.
All right. Call me when it's over.
Yeah, very different styles. He's like, I don't care. Angela's losing her mind. Who were they tying down? Oh, with the shaving cream. Oh, God.
Last chance, Mayor. We're sleeping out tomorrow night. I'd love to have you there. Just say you're sorry.
One last chance so she can unalive her. Yeah.
Never. I would rather die first, Angela.
Be careful what you wish for.
What are you looking for? A gun?
No? A drill.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Power tools are now involved. You're not making it to the camp out, buddy. Cheese and rice. The evidence will just be monumental. Like, this girl's blood is all over her car. 4 of her counselors are now gone. Yeah, and they keep cutting to, like, blood scenes after. Like, syrup on her hand. Oh, my God.
50 feet of rope. The battery from my car.
See, you can't get away. Angela is diligent, man. Oh, that's your drill. Yep.
Oh, which one? The bras or the panties?
Touche.
Yeah, that's like the perfect murder kit for Angela. She's got all these supplies. Oh my god. Is she just hanging out, playing with a rope? What is she doing?
I used to be shy. I'd never talk to anyone. You?
You were too busy plotting their demise.
My aunt taught me. It's helped me through a lot of hard times. And it goes like this. Keep your morals strong and you'll never go wrong.
The same aunt who used to dress you up?
Slimy gopher guts.
Look out, putrid wild elephant hearts.
Dead teenagers' brains.
That one felt too accurate for Angela. Oh my god. What game is this? Stick your hand in the mystery bucket? Cheese and rice. Are they even guessing? Are they making crafts? What's with the crayons and construction paper? I have so many questions.
Uncle John's gonna hear about this.
She was only upset when she saw the one picture of her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those guys are next on the list.
Heard them talking about it.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
What was that? These two are ridiculous. Oh, that looks like Freddy's glove. Yeah, and we saw them doing like a Jason mask or something earlier too. Oh my god, is that him trying to make like a meat face? Yeah.
We'll give Angela one hell of a nightmare.
Hello, Freddy. I like a horror movie nods to other horror movies. That's great.
Need a pillow.
I wonder where the boys are. Weren't they supposed to scare us?
This sounds like the same band
Angela, so act surprised.
that was playing at like the intro, like the title credits. And whose limb is the— oh, there's his glove. I think it's— oh my! Oh, right for the throat. Oh, so dramatic. Really milking his death scene. Bye! Killed with his own weapon. Yeah, now she's gonna go for fake Jason as well. Oh, look who it is. Nope. Prepare to be chainsawed. This is gonna be grim. I feel like, yeah. Oh! Just a massacre.
Please, no! Once I start a task, I always finish.
You know, what can we say? She's an achiever. Very type A.
Glad you went and got some more jumbo hot dogs.
They're all beef.
QR chainsaw killer, yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna be showing up.
Can I hand it to you? I didn't think you'd do something like this.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh, that's the understatement of the year. The candles in the boombox really making a scene of having sex on the bathroom floor. Oh my.
Oh, wow. God.
Everybody knows if you have sex in horror movies, you die. It's the first rule. Oh, forget the chainsaw. Yeah, she doesn't have her mask on either. Definitely sounds like the same band is doing all the songs throughout the movie, yeah.
I don't care. Any place. Look, stand on top of it.
God.
What is she gonna explain? The random beer in his shoes everywhere? Like, oh my god. Not subtle at all.
I've got cramps. Runs in the family.
Why is this door locked?
I didn't want some crazy person to attack me.
Also, can't she see right through the screen door everything that's happening?
Can you help me look for them? Sure. If you see them, be sure to tell a counselor. And tell the two of them I am extremely pissed off.
Okay.
I think you're done talking to them, because they're gone.
I didn't think he had. Well, let me warn you, he's a lousy lay. We'd be perfect together.
Classic mean girl. Oh my gosh, she's the worst.
Look, do me a favor and leave me alone.
You're the one who came to talk to her.
I doubt it.
Where do you think she is? Probably fornicating.
Just the way she says it with such disdain is so funny. I feel like that note is from Angela, and it's a trap.
I'm late. Sean?
Yeah, that's the same door we saw Angela sitting in front of before as well.
Shit. Goddamn Molly.
Oh, look at her! She's just creeping through the door. Ha ha ha! Trap.
Very funny.
I didn't think you'd fall for it. You're dumber than I thought.
Yeah? Well, you're more fucked up than I.
Wow, just a literal knife behind her back. That's the last words, Allie. Yeah! Oh my god, she's literally stabbing you in the back. Oh, just gonna lock her in the cabin. Oh, grim. Grim.
Get in the toilet.
Get in the toilet? What? Oh my god.
Answer me. Shit. That's right. One of your favorite words.
Oh.
You've been a shitty friend and a shitty camper.
So gross.
You pissed away your good looks and God-given talent your whole life and turned it into nothing but a cynical, dirty mouth waste of flesh.
Wow, wow, wow. Really going for the emotional abuse as well. Cheese and rice.
Leeches, Allie. For a leech like you.
Oh god. Gross. think leeches would be the least of your concern. You're covered in all kinds of things. Oh my god, what a horrible way to go. Drowning in this literal shit. With those flies sound effects. Bye, Allie. I mean, I knew she was gonna take you out. I just wasn't expecting this gruesome. Oh, I'm gonna barf. What? Why the gurgling sounds also? Death by... I thought she would be higher on the list for sure. She was horrible this whole time, but my god, that's horrendous.
Hey, have you guys seen Allie?
No.
None of them seem worried that the body count. I guess they just assumed they'd all gone home, but still.
I was bored, and I remembered Mare gave me her phone number, so I decided to give her a call.
Oh no, and no one answered. Yeah. Oh no. Plot holes.
Didn't cause any trouble, so I thanked her and I hung up.
That's smart. No need to cause trouble.
She's like, now I gotta take care of this one. Job never ends.
Well, anyway, then I decided to call Phoebe's. And Angela, it was the strangest thing. When I called her house, they told me to...
Walking the door, she's like, yep, here we go again. She's gonna have one counselor, or one camper left after this. Oh no. Not the hanger. Oh my god. She's a sicko.
I was really worried about her, so I told him that you sent her home 3 days ago. Well, he mumbled something, then Phoebe...
No one's making it to next week, that's for dang. A pencil? What is she, the Joker? The guitar?
Well, I wasn't real interested in talking to her, because I've heard some stories about her. Boy, she's supposed to...
Just trying out all these different weapons. She's got the, you know, the pencil, a hairbrush, the radio. Oh my gosh. I'm worried about the hairdryer.
Tell me how Phoebe's was never any good anyway, and how she hoped she ran away. Well, I didn't know what to say to her, so
Those are tiny scissors. Oh my gosh, this girl is insane.
Oh, such a strange coincidence. So then
A guitar string. Oh, this is grim. This is so grim. Oh, that's so gruesome. Cheese and rice. Bye. You should. As soon as you found out the killer, you went to the wrong person with the information. They're next on the list. Yep. With the like body half out the window. Oh my gosh, so ridiculous.
Who's here? Allie, if that's you, you're in trouble. You're not supposed to miss dinner.
This is reminding me of the first one. We had that scene with the shower as well. Okay.
What did I do? I didn't do anything. You're gonna tell.
Yep. She's like, and we can't have that. Oh my god, just a rampage.
No more whining.
Cue the bloody knife in the mirror. Da, 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 da. Of all songs to sing, she's singing this. Yeah, like all the beds are empty except for her. It's like, come on. That would be so creepy. Just you and the counselor.
Just have to weed out the bad.
Well, it turned out that the killer was the shy 14-year-old girl that everybody picked on.
And that's her. Yeah, exactly. Now she's grown up.
Into my favorite, the Happy Camper song.
Why are we doing the demonic slow-mo? What is happening?
Again, don't forget the
What is even happening? We know she's been the killer the whole time.
I'm a happy camper.
You're a killer camper, killer counselor.
Sun, I love the trees.
Oh my god, that toilet scene was grim. Oh, too soon for flashbacks.
You're fired. I'm sorry to have to say this. But I've told you before, nobody is to be sent home without my permission.
She literally sent home everybody. Oh.
I spent the entire day looking for Judd and Anthony.
I think these two are next.
What if I said that I was sorry and that I wouldn't do it again?
You only have one camper left.
Rob, tell TC I'm out with Molly. Come on.
So cheesy, these two. Oh my gosh.
He didn't like me very much either. But I fixed him. How?
Yeah, how much details are you willing to share there, buddy? Yep, okay, fully admitting it.
Hey, I wonder what's in here.
It's locked.
No, it's not.
Is he gonna find Allie's body?
Go in there.
Oh, all the bodies! Oh my god, she's just put them on display. Cheese and rice. Oh my god, she's so sick. The leeches. Oh my god, Sean. Not enough therapy in the world, bud. You just walked into a trauma. Oh god. Yep, bye, Sean.
I don't want to hurt you.
But.
Where did they go?
Oh my god, yep. Just full of all the campers.
All right, I'll be back in an hour. Angela is about to get her ass kicked.
I don't think so, buddy. She kept them all. That's so messed up. This is dark, dark turn. In the sleeping bag, just up against the wall.
I always like to read the ingredients before I buy anything. You'd be surprised what they put in food these days. I mean, some of that stuff is poison.
She's like, I'm very particular. Poor guy's got puke on his shirt.
I haven't figured out a way to make French fries nutritious. I'm a nut when it comes to French fries.
Molly!
I think we have company.
She's like, I was just preparing some dinner. Now I have to kill these guys. She's like, welcome. Hey, I've been expecting you. Oh, so grim. Oh, cheese and rice. Just burns his whole face off. Oh my god, I'm melting.
I knew your battery would come in handy.
Oh, it's battery acid? Cheese and rice. She stole his car battery and melted it and threw it on him. That's a whole level of sick and twisted. There's not hope for these two. She's just gonna feed them now?
I know a growing boy like you's gotta be hungry. But come on. Open up.
She's feeding them peas now? What is happening here?
Angela.
Yes?
You're Angela Baker. The angel of death, should I call you?
Yeah, he's figured it out.
Angela Johnson.
You're Angela Baker. You killed all those kids at Campfire.
Yep. He figured it out.
Plus every kind of pill you ever heard of, plus an operation. I'm completely cured. If it wasn't, they wouldn't have let me out.
Well, disagree with you there, bud.
Cop. He helped arrest you. Oh, you should have heard him the day you got out.
Yeah, that's interesting connection that the son of the cop who arrested her is at this camp. Oh my god, that was the fakest decapitation I've ever seen, but I don't care. It was so ridiculous. It was clearly like a dummy before she swung, but I don't care. Still so cheesy. Bye, Sean. The fly sound effects is really adding to the ambiance of this horrible, horrible situation. Oh my god, she really killed them all. Yep. Next to their records. Is that the name of the band?
Speak of the devil. Look who's on TV.
Oh my god, she put his head in the TV. Cheese and rice. She's gonna need a bigger place at this rate, man. The body count is just through the charts. like, I ruined my favorite sweater. Oh my god. Come on, this girl's gotta make it. We need one survivor. Oh!
Molly! Stop! I just want to be your friend!
Yeah, well, I think that ship has sailed. And the soundtrack, this like very intense chase sequence music as well. I hope she got away.
Just leave me alone!
Oh god, no, she's getting dangerously close to the edge of the cliff. And bye, Molly. Oh, you are our only chance.
Poor Molly.
She seemed like she actually liked Molly, but still.
It's any consolation. You almost made it.
I thought she'd be our final girl for sure.
You guys, hey. What have I told you about this?
Oh my god. They're goners. Did she take out their eyeballs? Cheese and rice, that was grim. And like tied them to the window. She's gone full rampage. Oh, bye Uncle John. Chopped off his hand. The whole camp. Oh my god. No, you should have went home. You should have called it a day. Literally twisting the knife. My god, the body count is just ridiculous. So grim. Potential? I was like, if she doesn't make it, no one's gonna know what happened. Like, she's the only one who can tell the police or somebody.
Forest, I'm always having fun. Thanks for picking me up.
Who? Ain't no skin off my tits. Girl like you shouldn't be alone on this road.
Oh, I think she'd do alright, don't worry. Is she still not covered in blood, or did she switch?
You gonna get screwed, you like to know who you been screwed by, right? Too dumb to drink, and I'm too fat to fuck.
Angela's like, I'm just tired of this, constantly having to do this. Why do I feel like it's gonna be Angela? Yep.
Oh, they cut your hair? Got it, partner!
Run! Run! Yep. Oh my god, the dramatic zoom in on her eye. That's how it ends? Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh. Howdy, partner, indeed. I like that they have thank you for reading the credits in the credits. That's fun. Haha.
Good night, campers.
I was hoping we would have some kind of ending scene because I feel like it was such a quick cut, but just the Good Night Campers is a nice touch as well. So that was my first time watching the 1988 film Sleepaway Camp II, the sequel to Sleepaway Camp. You can check out that reaction video on my channel as well. I enjoyed this. It was super cheesy, super ridiculous, but it still felt like a decent sequel. I don't know if there are more Sleepaway Camp movies. Let me know in the comments if you think I should watch those as well. If you like cheesy, slasher movies, this is definitely for you. It was so over the top, so ridiculous. She had just like the most ridiculous one-liners, and I enjoyed, that comedic aspect of it. She's, a stickler for the rules. Obviously, we know right away that it's Angela. I feel like that was pretty obvious. They set that up, and, in that first scene, we know she's going to be our killer. There's no real mystery. We didn't really have, like, a shock twist ending or anything like that like we had in the first one, but I don't mind that. This was just ridiculous chaos for, an hour and a half as she murders the entire camp, basically. Like, I don't even know what the body count was at the end. I do remember remember there was a scene with her and Uncle John where he like mentions how many campers there are and counselors, and I was like, is that how many people she's gonna kill? Like, I do think some people made it out alive. I don't know if Molly does. Obviously we end, the movie with that last scene with her walking up to the truck and basically being like, hey, you thought you were running away, you thought you found a safe place. Like, I knew it was going to be Angela on the truck. It would just be, too convenient to have this last character get away. Of course it's going to be Angela in her cowboy hat after she just killed that lady. So I don't know if Molly would be able to make it out. It wasn't looking good. It would be nice if there is further sleepaway camps, if she's in it as our final girl. I have no idea. Please no spoilers, but yeah, it was just a massacre. That last like 10 minutes was just like bodies after bodies after, like, it was just insane. And I mean, what's gonna happen. There's no surprises there. Anybody who pisses her off even the slightest, she's like, well, guess I gotta kill this one. Like, anybody who figures out what she's up to, anybody who clues in, we had that one camper who's like, what, actually I phoned and they're not there. So I mean, I feel like it would be pretty obvious. The parents didn't seem concerned. I would assume the parents would show up at the camp eventually, and I really like the way we had the setup of the film, with them sitting around the campfire, and they timed it with the sequel. Like, they're not trying to pick this up, a year later. I definitely feel like the actress who played Angela has been recast, and obviously with the time jump in age too, to me that would make sense. And to have it, 5 years later, and it feels like that's the same time that they allowed in this movie universe, making Angela around 19 now. She's this counselor, but having that campfire set up, and I think it probably helped too for people who hadn't seen the first one recently. It gives a little bit of backstory. They're telling scary stories around the fire and basically lays out the plot. Oh, did you hear about this other camp? All these horrible things happened. Of course, Angela is sitting right there and knows that it was her, but the fact that, everybody else just has this lore, and that exact same thing happens to their camp. And I was like, wouldn't somebody get suspicious? But I think that's kind of like, you have to suspend your disbelief and kind of loophole for these films, especially with slashers. Like, I don't want to see, an hour and a half of police interrogation. Obviously, it would be very evident that she is the killer, but they just kind of let that go. They assume that, nobody's going to catch on. Even if they did catch on, Angela just kills them anyway. And her whole creepy cabin with all the bodies was so disturbing, and we had some pretty graphic death scenes in the first one, so I was not surprised we followed that up in the sequel. And the toilet scene and the fire scene, I think, were two of the most graphic for me. The rest, there was a lot of blood, but it was still either off camera or it was really quick, and you could just tell the blood was super fake. And even, when Allie points out, like, oh, nice costume, but the blood looks like ketchup, it's just like, I like that they had that in there that kind of nods to the audience of being like, we know something you don't know, and playing that up. And of course, having those horror movie characters, we have Jason, we have, she's wearing the Michael Myers mask, she's got the chainsaw, and Freddy, of course, making an appearance as well, and having, those horror movie characters in a horror movie. That bathroom scene was grim. I was almost gagging. Like, it was so gross, and just like the sound of the flies really added an element, because it was like you could almost smell it, and it was just turning my stomach. As first sticking her head in there, it's, if you've ever experienced an outhouse, you will be well aware of how gross it is. And sticking her head in there and then making her climb in, and that's how she dies, is literally being surrounded by shit. And she's like, oh, the leeches. And I don't think it was the leeches that got her. I think if the leeches get you, it takes a very, very long time. Like, it's not a quick process. Could they kill you? Yes, for sure, if there's enough of them. But also, I feel like she just drowned in this outhouse full of poop. And the fact that Angela's even like self-aware, being like, I'm surprised you lasted this long. Like, I should have killed you off sooner. Allie from day one was the bully, mean girl. Like, I thought she'd be the first to go. So the fact that Angela's even like making those comments, I thought just added to a comedic element. Of course, we know Allie is the one, having sex. And if you've seen any horror movie trope, if you're having sex in the movie, you're gonna die. If you've seen, Randy from Scream, of course, points that out, iconically. And Angela is very much, a stickler for the rules and, do things properly. And we do find out a little bit of her backstory of what she's been up to for the past, 5 years that she went to therapy. They did like electroshock treatment on her. And even when he's asking about all her references, she's like, oh, doctors and all of these things. Because at first I was like, when she was calling him Uncle John, I was like, is he like biologically your Uncle John? But everybody was calling him that, and that's why I thought that's how she must have got the job, because this guy is related to her. But given the relationship she's had with family members in the past, I didn't think that would be the case. And she even mentions her aunt, some of the few things that her aunt says to her, which clearly, from the first one, the damage that her aunt did, the trauma. And like, I'm glad they gave us that little piece of what she's been up to, because I was kind of wondering, I was like, where have you been for the past 5 years? And we do hear one of the campers talk about that at the campfire as well. Like, oh, I heard, of course his dad is the cop that arrested her. So I think that was an interesting tie-in to have, that police officer's son be at the camp, and he was supposed to go to the other camp originally as well. That fire scene was so grim, the skeleton, and Angela's just pouring gasoline over them and, taunting them, being like, well, if you would have just followed the rules. That's why I thought Molly would be the only one who makes it out, because Molly was the only one who was really standing up for her, being nice, and Molly was somewhat following the rules. Like, yes, she was, had this crush on Sean, but that seemed to be pretty tame, compared to everything else. And Angela, has this tiny bit of power as a camp counselor, and it absolutely goes to her head. And I don't know if they used the same set as they did in the first one, but the layout, of the cabin looked very similar, and the bathroom and everything looked similar. So, but it obviously is a different camp, as we find out, they closed the first camp after everything, that Angela/Peter did in the first movie. That last chase sequence between Molly and Angela in the woods was so ridiculous. I still loved it, but it was just so scrappy. You could see them like trying to fight each other and, not being very good, and then running away. And I feel like they were really trying to like hit a certain time or something, because that was a long sequence, and it was just shots, cutting back and forth between Angela and Molly running, but it did feel like it went on for quite a while. I was like, okay, we get it. Like, they're chasing each other. And then, of course, Molly, falling. And I was like, okay, that's the end of it. But even Angela admitting, like, I did like you, you almost made it. And of course that, just makes it even more ironic when she runs into Angela again in the truck. I definitely feel like the band who played the intro theme was the band we heard throughout the rest of the movie. If it's a lower budget film, that might be what they did to, save cost and just have one band perform all the songs. We had it felt like an original theme song at the beginning and at the end. And then we have that campfire scene as well, where the girls have their radio and are, playing a specific song. She's like, turn it up. I love this song. Like, it just felt very obvious that they were trying to add in, this band and these songs into the movie. We had the similar killer POV shots as we had in the first one as well, and like I said, it was no mystery. We knew Angela was behind this. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super cheesy, super ridiculous. I would definitely watch this again. It's just insane, and Angela is this very strict, rule-following camp counselor and just kills everybody off. Like, I loved the 80s mullets, and no crop tops in this one, unfortunately, but of course we have our camp bully. Allie is back, and these campers are just killed off one by one because, the tiniest amount of power has gone to Angela's head. We obviously know she's behind this the whole time. She's the killer. I like how we find out a little bit of her backstory. We set it up with the campfire and stuff as well, and just some gruesome kill scenes. Like, for a slasher, they were very creative, in the way that they killed people off, and having the horror movie characters of Freddy and Jason in this as well was great. Super cheesy, a lot of silly one-liners that I loved. He's like, how are you gonna call me? I don't have a phone. It was just like, I feel like this is a very quotable movie as well, so super ridiculous. But let me know if there are more movies in the Sleepaway Camp series that you think I should watch. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. I think leeches would be the least of your concern. You're covered in all kinds of things. The 80s hair is 10 out of 10 in this. You don't think it's gonna be obvious when people from her bunk start disappearing, rapidly? You were too busy plotting their demise. Prepare to be chainsawed. Get in the toilet! What? Oh my god!